Hello, my name is Mick Abair, and today I'm going to talk to you about herpes genitalius, more commonly referred to as herpes is a sexually transmitted disease which forms fluid-filled blisters that can affect both men and women. It is known as the herpes simplex virus. The word herpes comes from the Greek word herpestis, which means creeping. This is due to the fact that the virus causes serpent-like patterns on the skin. Herpes is a sexually transmitted disease which can only be transmitted through person-to-person contact. You can't get it by sitting on a toilet seat, touching a doorknob, swimming in a swimming pool, or through the air. There are 8 different kinds of herpes, but only 2 can cause genital herpes. There are 2 types of misconceptions about herpes. People believe that type 1 only affects above the waist, including symptoms such as cold sores on the lips. The second misconception is that type 2 herpes affects only below the waist, where you'll find sores around your genitals. Again, these are both misconceptions which are not true. Both type 1 and type 2 herpes can cause lesions on the lips and lesions on the genitals. Cold sores are almost always caused by type 1 herpes. Imagine my wife is the herpes virus. Herpes infects a cell, hides, and waits. The virus hides in neurons, which is called latency. A latent virus can hide days, months, or even years. At some point, the virus wakes up and causes the cell to produce thousands of new viruses. When the cell dies, the tissue damage causes blisters. Here we have a couple of pictures of the herpes virus. One is of the female genitalia, and to the right we have herpes shown on the male genitalia. Leading up to the blisters, a person will often experience burning and itching, tingling of the genitals, buttocks, or legs. Herpes is transmitted from person-to-person contact. Herpes is most contagious from the time when the sore appears to the time when the sore scabs over.
And can you still get herpes even if there aren't sores?
Yes, you can. Herpes it's possible for an active infection to not have sores. So an active person should always protect themselves.
Do we know what causes a herpes outbreak?
At the moment, they're not exactly sure what causes herpes outbreaks. However, they think there are a few factors that play a role in outbreaks. Some of those are weakened immune system, fatigue, sun exposure, food allergies.
Is there a cure for herpes?
No, at the moment there is no cure for herpes. However, there are a few treatment options available, such as prescription medication, topical creams, and some believe that herbal supplements help, such as echinacea.
Is herpes in pregnancy dangerous?
It can be if a woman decides to have a vaginal birth. If a woman has herpes, she should choose to have a cesarean. The reason for this is because if she has a vaginal birth, as the baby comes out, the baby can contract the herpes virus and it can go into their eyes and cause blindness. The other problem that can occur is death of the newborn. 4% of adults in Lafayette area have genital herpes. 12% of adults in Louisiana have genital herpes. 20% of people in the U.S. over the age of 12 are infected with genital herpes. Genital herpes is more common in black people than white people by 28%. Genital herpes is more common in women than men because male to female transmission is easier. If If you get nothing else from this video, please remember this one thing. Even though herpes may not be visible, the person may still be infected. So please, use a condom or insist that your partner use a condom. Thanks for listening to this public service announcement.